to Small Town Baker. How's everybody doing today? Happy Friday. So exciting. What's everybody doing tonight? Guess what? You know what I'm going to do? There's a figure skating special on tonight. It's a fundraiser. It's on. It's online. Just follow Kurt Browning and you can find it. He's my favorite skater, by the way. Love him. Anyway, yeah, so they're doing that at 9 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow night, that big concert's going to be on TV. Anyway, okay. Maggie says to stop talking. Let's get started. Today, blueberry muffins. I've had a couple special requests for them. I served them at a couple curling events, so a lot of my curling friends remember them. Anyways, they're delicious, simple, easy peasy. Remember, it's Small Town Baker here. All right, so what are we doing first? Maggie? What are we doing? We're going to keep that COVID out of the kitchen by washing our hands. So let's get some soap and let's warm up and sing along with me. Oh, the year was 1778. How I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. A letter of marque came from the king to the scummiest vessel I've ever seen. God damn them all. I was told we cruise to sea for can go we far, no guns, shed no tears. I'm a broken man on a Halifax hot pier. The last of parents a privateers. Shut her down there, Maggie. Okay, and Kate Maria just came in. Come on, say hi. Oh, yeah, no, they're a bit shy. Okay, so we're gonna warm up the oven. Get supper out of the way there. Gonna warm up the oven. So we're gonna preheat to 400 degrees. All right, so we'll get that heated. These muffins have a little crumble on top, delicious. So I'm gonna start with that and get that all ready to go. So I've got a quarter of a cup of, guess what, Jeff? Butter. Yeah, real butter that I'm just gonna mix together with my pastry blender, along with a half a cup of sugar. Make sure I get that right. So a half a cup of sugar and a third of a cup of flour. And that's it. So that's like a little, a third of a cup of flour. And actually, I just remembered it does come with a little bit of cinnamon. All right, so you just want to get that kind of nice and crumbly. And then you're just going to add at the end a teaspoon and a half, that's about right, of cinnamon. That's the special ingredient for the topping. Now you can also leave the cinnamon out. So don't feel like if somebody doesn't like cinnamon or you just don't want to have that little extra flavor, then just don't add it. It's simple, easy peasy. Okay, so that's the topping. I'm just going to put that aside because here's the key when you're making muffins. You want to kind of do it as quick as possible and not over stir, not over mix, okay? So we're going to start with a cup and a half of flour, just regular all-purpose flour. So there's a cup and a half. So that's good. Cup and a half of flour. You're going to do 3/4 of a cup of sugar. All right, so we'll have to do some math. So we'll do a half a cup of sugar there, and then a half of a half. That's good. So 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Gonna give that a little mix. Actually, I'll use a different spoon. All right, so we're gonna give that a little mix. And then we need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. So 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of salt. So I got a half a teaspoon of salt. So we're just gonna mix all that, make sure it's all well mixed together. All right, so that's it for dry ingredients. Now we're gonna go for the wet. We're going to we need 1/3 of a cup of milk, which I've already poured out there. We need 1/3 of a cup of oil, vegetable oil. So we'll just pour that in there, get that ready. And then we need 1 egg. So we'll give that a little mix up in a separate bowl. Before I mix it, because what I want to work really fast, I'm going to just spray my muffin tin. So we're doing full-size muffins. You can use little muffin cups too, if you want it. All right, so now we're just going to add the wet ingredients. So it doesn't really matter. I'm going to start with the milk. Give that a little mix. Get the egg in there. Give that a mix. And then we'll add the oil, which is here. All right, and so we'll add that in. Okay, so we're just gonna mix that in until it's combined. It is quite a thick batter. Okay, so that's good enough. So I'm just gonna now add my blueberries. So I've got a little over a cup of blueberries. I like lots of kind of blueberries. These are, I don't know what kind they are. All right, so that's all mixed. Like I said, it's a very thick batter because of all that baking powder. So we're just gonna stick those in the muffin tins. It should make 12 muffins. All right, so I've got those evenly in the muffin tray. Now I'm just gonna take my topping. I did wash my hands again. I find sometimes you need to kind of get your fingers in there and so you're just gonna sprinkle this all over the top. And like I said, it's a very thick batter, so don't be afraid of that. They do plump up really quite nicely with the baking powder. All right, so I've got the topping all on it. The oven's all preheated to 400. We're gonna put it there on the middle rack on a cookie sheet for about, they take between 20 and 20 minutes. I'll set my timer for 20 and then we'll have it. Okay, my producer just said that I said that it takes anywhere from 20 to 20 minutes. What I meant was anywhere between 20 to 25, but I'm gonna set it for 20. Well, thank you for joining me today. Here we are, beautiful blueberry muffins with a lovely crumble top. They smell so good. I wish you could smell them again. I know it's hard, but anyways, enjoy. Happy Friday, everyone. Small Town Baker out.